I have a video here that I'd like to show you. Some of you might have seen this if you are YouTubers. But I got this from GodTube. I think you can find it on YouTube. It was very encouraging to me, and it has a lot of spiritual significance. I want you to see this.
Who taught the sun where to stand in the morning? And who told the ocean you can only come this far? And who showed the moon where to hide till evening? Whose words alone can catch a falling star? Well, I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. All of creation testifies. This life within me cries. I know my Redeemer lives. The very same God who spins things in orbit runs to the weary, the worn, and the weak. And the same gentle hands that hold me when I'm broken, they conquer death to bring the victory. Well, I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. All of creation testifies. This life within me cries. I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. All of creation testifies. This life within me cries. I know my Redeemer. He lives to take away my shame. He lives forever. I'll proclaim that the payment for my sin was the precious life He gave. But now He's alive and there's an empty grave. And I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify. Let this life within me cry. I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify. Let this life within me cry. I know my Redeemer. I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. He lives.
The Lord spoke to me. Tim Hoyt Dick and Rick Hoyt are brothers, Paul said. They've run over 26 marathons together and a few triathlons, like this one that you saw here. And the Lord started to speak to me. He says, you know what? You're like the one with the cerebral palsy. Sometimes you feel so helpless, but I'm there behind you, pushing you. You gotta cross oceans? I'll pull you, I'll put you in a boat, and I'll pull you, and I'll swim for you. Even when it's uphill, I'll be the one there running behind you. Just rest, relax. I'll do all the work. And when it's time to cross the line, you'll even cross ahead of me. Many times that's how I feel. Sometimes I feel so helpless, I don't know what to do. I talk about vision. And sometimes I can't see farther than my nose. Everything seems so dark, foggy. But I know my Redeemer lives. I know He's the one behind me, encouraging me, pushing me, wooing me, drawing me, encouraging me every step of the way. So it's not the end of the race yet. Just another step, another step, another step. Tim Hoyt has represented to America hope. Everywhere he goes, he brings his brother. He could always run by himself. He probably might even win first place. But you know, this is my brother. Everywhere I go, I take him with me. And that's what Christ said on the cross. Where you go, I will go. The thing is, we were going to hell. So I said, tell you what, let me go there first. Let me arrange so you don't have to go there. And He died on the cross. So we don't have to go there. And if that weren't enough, when He died on the cross, He took every curse. He absorbed every judgment, every condemnation that God had toward us because we sinned. And He took it upon Himself. And when He came out of the grave, He said, now, let's run together. And He brings us. He carries us. I saw this about a dozen times, and each time I was just in tears. I was watching it and watching it. And the Lord was speaking to me. Sometimes we don't realize what He still absorbs on our behalf, especially when we move independently of Him. And we allow our fear to get the better of us, and we start moving and doing things, and then we cry out and say, Lord, I made mistakes. Can you fix this for me again? And He'll always say, sure, I'd love to. That's where I excel. And then He fixes it all. And then a week later, we start messing things up again. And then we cry out and say, Lord, can you fix this for me yet again? And He says, always, it will be my pleasure. He never gets upset, never gets angry. And we can mess up every week, every month, every day. And it will always be His pleasure to fix things for us.